Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is KarQ. Welcome to the KarQives, the KarQ Archives YouTube channel where I do replay reviews and live coaching from you guys who are live from my stream right now at twitch.tv/KarQ. If you want your gameplay to be reviewed by me, come on over to the stream, follow it, and tune in. And then you'll build up what we call loyalty points. And you need 50,000 of them to redeem some gameplay review by me. And hopefully it'll help you get better. Completely free. But you do earn points faster if you subscribe with your Twitch Prime, or for $4.99. But it's up to you. That's only if you are monetarily available to support me in that capacity. But it's all good. Zest Drago, submitted by Zest Drago, aka Rain OW, some Genji on Volskaya Industry. You know what? I want to say that I actually like this. I think this is pretty good. I think harassing up here, as long as you make sure you don't get sniped by a Widow or get one shot by a Hanzo, I think you can poke a little bit from up top on a really cheeky angle with primary fire, but just get ready to deflect if you recognize a sniper. Or alternatively, I've seen some Genjis, they stand right here. I don't know if you guys know this angle. I've seen Zenyatta's do this too. But come on over here, right here, and then they'll just like shoot some primary fire shurikens on this angle and then get out. Why not? You know, maybe you get some headshots. Maybe you get like 10% to your blade. Anything helps. I'm okay with this. They're not checking for you. They're not very mobile. Honestly, I probably would have stayed up here. Because the minute you do this, you can see all 6 of their comp. You see Ryan, Zarya, Lucio, Mercy, Hanzo, Genji. Fuck it. I think you just stand here, double jump, get ready to just keep primary firing, farming your blade off this Ryan, because then he's going to be like, oh my god, I'm getting plucked. Then he has to turn and shield like this, which opens up a little bit for you. And if you ever get in trouble, your team is actually playing close and you're able to dash out. Now, I only recommend this because I notice your team is playing at the choke. If you have a really passive team that's like playing here, which tends to happen sometimes, depending on your rank, teams will like play here, or play around this corner. If they're there, then yeah, you just poke a bit, then you got to get out fast because you can get caught out really fast. But because your team is actually moving up, you play with that. And that's a big tip in Overwatch in general. People ask about positioning tips. There's too many factors that depend on what's a good position or not. This is bad if your team's passive. This is good and fine if your team is aggressive with you. There's so many variables that go into it. So I don't know about dashing in like that. Now you're caught. Okay, so you got bailed out. You usually don't just dry dash into 6 without seeing a reset opportunity. Genji at the end of the day is an opportunist. Like, they're all full health. It's not like you're going to kill anybody off of this unless you just 180, get a really high, you know, triple shuriken, right click, secondary fire. But the chances of that happening are extremely slim. If this was high ranks, any Genji doing this, just like, they're just gonna be like, what the fuck? Genji just dashed into us. Like, that's a WTF play. But they didn't kill you, so again, okay. Bro, you dashed in with no deflect, no cooldowns. Okay, that dash to get a reset is fine. What the heck? You survived, but this is, I will honestly not recommend you doing this past a certain point. It works here. I hate that argument. People go like, "Oh, the dash, it worked at this rank. It works here." You ever heard that saying where it's like, "But KarQ or but so and so, it works in gold if you dash in like this." Yeah, but that's why you're gold. I think it was from Jane's. I think I heard it from Jane, or he said somebody was like, he was giving a VOD review and somebody messaged, or somebody in the chat was like, "Yeah, but Jane, these plays, you should be doing this in gold because it works in gold." And Jane's like, well, yeah, that's why you're in gold. This shit does, you get punished the minute you climb up, and then you wonder why it's not working anymore, right? So you're getting away with it here, but I'm telling you right now, those 3 dashes minus the one on the Ryan to get the reset, that shit would not fly. The higher you climb. The only difference is like, yeah, it worked here, and maybe you're like super smart at this rank, and you know you're recognizing that it won't go punished here, so you're going for it, sure. But as long as you know that you can't get away with it later on, then you know what can I say? Dashing into the solo soldier is fine because you have kills. Like that one was fine. Now you're just poking from the side. You're just cleaning up at this point. The fire strike is bugged in the replay. Yeah, it's glitched. Alright, they're Valking. There's a Genji here. You might want to dash out. Okay, your Mercy bailed you out. Prop. Okay, you have a Coalescence. You could probably engage with the blade here if you want to as well. You don't have any nano or anything you're waiting for. Alright. Nice. Now everybody seems to be over ulting. I don't think your Pharah should have ulted after seeing you blade, after getting the kill, but hey. Nice. You guys are just spawn camping. Don't be afraid to dash out. I agree with Devour. You don't have to be afraid to dash out. Like, you put a lot of trust into your Mercy there. Let's just say in solo queue, that's not gonna happen all the time. Where you're, but hey, it worked here. It's cool. It's cool. Right idea with the dash burst because it's very easy to get the reset off that. That's okay. Your team's rolling them. You got the primal. You got the blade. You're good. Nice, nice. Dude, you're kind of just rolling them. Ooh, my goodness. Playing with fire. The idea there to dash into the Mega was fine, but I think you hit the pillars on the inside. We're doing an early bot review, yeah, as requested. You gotta dash out. Honestly, you just cut the corner here. Probably just go in here or here. I think you knew the instinct to dash out was really slow. You kind of like, if I were you in this situation, like if I was Genji, I see that, I'm already out before I even like look up and let it happen. Just get out. Yeah, we're doing an early bot review because Rain said they requested to do it now. We're getting some comp games. Yes, I'm playing comp after this for sure. Just doing a bit of review for the viewers. Okay, you can still shoot this bubble as you go up. What the heck are you? What? What the heck am I looking at? Hold on. Okay, so in this instance right here, honestly, they have 6 people here. There's no point to recontest. Just stand here and farm your blade. You're at 60%. You have 60% to blade. You don't have to like engage on this Winston. Their entire team can just catch up and help them out in high ranks. I'm trying to like build good fundamentals for you to prepare yourself for higher ranks. Because the whole goal for you, the whole point of climbing out of a rank is to play at the rank higher than you. If you're in gold and you play like a gold, you're gonna be forever gold. If you want to hit platinum and you're a gold player, you have to play like a plat or better. So we're trying to instill better habits here. So like you're kind of just, they have like the control of the point. You guys died early. They're probably gonna take it anyways. So you want to, you know, chill up here and just farm your blade because you have 60% to it. Instead of like going into this Winston and then just like randomly dashing up. Or alternatively, if you were gonna do that, here's what you could do. You run into the Winston, you secondary fire as long as you can and pray they don't help out, and then you 180 and you dash out through him to get that extra 50. That's what I noticed Agilities does. That's when I did my Agilities Genji tips with him. He says sometimes with tanks, you just like drop on them, secondary fire, second fire, but you 180 dash out back to your team. You just do that to farm blade. But now you're playing in like, this is what we call no man's land. They already capped it. You should just die now to get the fast respawn. Oh, you're gonna make it out? Oh my god, you lived. It's actually, if you're gonna fight here, you have to make sure your whole team is on board. But it looks like your whole team's actually retreating. So I mean, your Pharah got a nice kill, so you're living for now. Now you're dead. So I think the biggest thing I've noticed was your dash usage. If I had to pick one thing, it's the decision making to use your dashes in the way you are. Okay, their entire team is retreating. They're not actually crossing. So yeah, what you're doing here to just poke is fine. I think you're looking for a blade, right? Whoa, oh my god. Oh my goodness. I like how you're pressing. You're playing like a tank. Yo, you'd actually pop off if you were a Winston main. I'm telling you right now, or a Rhine main. You're not afraid. I respect it. I respect it. But listen. We can see through the walls, but if I'm the enemy, like sometimes as an Ana or whatever, or I'm a Brig, I like hide around this corner, wait for my team to regroup, then I round this corner. And if I see this Genji this close, you're kind of within striking distance of potentially getting bursted. Now you don't get punished here, but I'm gonna reiterate it one more time. Frontlining like crazy. Oh, see, like you're at 33 HP. At higher ranks, when they have better like target focus, you probably would have died, and then you just feed and stagger. I need to recharge. What's wrong with the dash usage? A few of them are okay, but at the beginning, your dash usage in general has been like that's fine. Like you're escaping. At the beginning, if you dash in dry with no deflect and no escape plan, you get rolled. You have to, the biggest thing that Genjis do when they feed, according to agility, is I remember when I was making the guide with him, is they dash in without a plan in mind, and then they just like pray they get a reset when the opportunity isn't even there. Like early on, I remember in the first choke, you just dry dash through 6 of them, which gets punished so fast. These are the things you learn though, like once you play at higher ranks. Obviously, if you get away with it forever here, you keep, you know, doing it until you just figure out that it's not ideal once you climb. But I'm just pointing it out now so we can, you know, nip it at the bud. But yeah, the aggression here is respectable, good if your entire team follows up. But again, playing Overwatch, half the battle of Overwatch is also playing relative to how your team is playing too. There are totally games where I'm Ana and I'm like over here, even on defense, because my entire team is aggressive and on the same page and we're spawn camping and shit. Yeah, fuck it, we do it. But if I were to do a positioning guide with no context and I say play here as Ana, people would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But it's all relative to how your team's playing. So I like your aggression, but your team is not doing the same thing on the same page. So I think as DPS, you can bait your Winston a little bit. Let him do some shit. Let him kind of take the space. And you're an opportunist. So just like that. That's what I mean. You're frontlining beyond everybody else here. And you're... Honestly, I'm okay. Like, if you had the cleaner execution secondary fire, you might be able to actually kill this Ana and get out. So this is not as bad at first, but once she naded, it's tough. But I can see the idea on this one. This one's not as bad as the other ones. Round 1. What the hell's happening? You kind of just rolled them. Okay, let's watch the offense. Ready for battle. 3, 2, 1. A thing I realized recently is how powerful it is to punish bad positioning like dashes from Genji or charges from Rhine. Yes. Here's actually the most important tip, okay? Remember this, no matter what role you play. It's not about worrying so much about your own mistakes, because everyone makes mistakes, or worrying about your team's mistakes. It's about punishing the enemy's mistakes. If that makes any sense. Obviously, if your mistakes suck ass, you're gonna fall, but everybody in Overwatch, no matter what rank you are, is making mistakes. And if you can find a way to capitalize on their mistakes more so than focusing on, you know, what your team is doing. You know how everyone goes like, oh my God, I wish my Ryan was doing this, or my supports aren't healing me, blah, blah, blah. I guarantee you it's the same shit is happening on the other team, where somebody on their team is not getting any healing. And, you know, you want to do your best to punish their mistakes rather than, you know, tunnel in on what your team is doing and their mistakes in solo queue. Basically, yes. Okay, so anyways, how do you approach this attack? So, you're walking into the Winston Tesla cannon, and then you have to like dash out in a panic, and then he just chases you down. You see this sort of aggression. It's very feedy. It's very aggressive because I think you're looking for resets, but it's very feedy. Like I said, Genji's an opportunist. If you don't find that opportunity and you dash in with no escape plan, if you're only banking on the reset, you kind of get rolled. After you dash in and do stuff like that, you can always wall climb, use your movement, use your deflect, wait it out, and then get out if possible. Anyways, you somehow, yeah. I think you're just taking, like, the way you're playing, you're like walking into a lot of damage, and you don't realize it as a DPS, but what you're doing is, by taking damage that you don't have to be taking, is you're pulling resources away from your other teammates. As a healer, instead of me focusing on healing my diva, now I have to like heal you as well, taking time away from my diva. And one thing you can do to really help your team if you're not playing support is don't take damage if it's not necessary, because it helps your team in that regard, indirectly, by a lot. I hate it when I'm playing Ana and I'm like, bro, literally all 6 of you are dying and taking so much damage at the same time, and then one stupid DPS is like, why aren't you healing me, KarQ? I'd be like, shut the fuck up. You're taking stupid damage, and I can't heal the tanks now. Now I have to heal you. Now my tanks can't take space anymore, and now we're losing. I don't say that to them, but I say it in my head. Stop taking so much damage. KarQ, pocket me. I can't because this person on this team is taking too much damage and I have to heal him before I heal you. Okay, you know what I mean?
Heroes never die.
Again. Greetings. Yo. Hello. Greetings.
I'm taking the point.
Okay. I think I got a feel for your Genji play, but yeah, in general, that's the biggest takeaway. I'll watch one more team fight and how you approach it. This is a kill opportunity right there. You probably could have dashed that to kill. Dashing out for Blade. You guys kind of lost some kills or people, so you're resetting. Okay, let's watch one more fight. Sorry. You get a pick. Okay, this is your chance. It's your opportunity. You see, are you pulling out Blade at 35 health? Took so much damage on the way down. Somehow you lived. See, like this. Okay. Another example of just taking damage where you didn't need to. You're prepping for a Blade. You have a kill. Your tanks are here. Well, your ball just spawn camps someone. But you jump out ahead of everybody. You get hit by a rocket. This Winston's Tesla canning you. Then you take damage. You could probably like play on it. I think coming up here on the angle is fine. But because you took a rocket, you probably should have waited. That's what I mean. Do your best to dodge as much damage as you can to make it so much easier for your supports. And I guarantee you, your supports will be healing your other tanks and making more space for you to pop off. It's like three layers. You take less damage, your tanks get more pocket, your tanks make more space, then you can pop off. If you take too much damage, your tanks are weak, they can't make space, and then you feel useless as a DPS. Boom, there it is. Okay. Anyways, Zest, Dragon, those are the biggest takeaways. Watch your dash usage. And watch this the spacing you're taking, and don't take too much trash damage. But mostly the dashes. Have an escape plan every time. If you're going to dash in, make sure you have a deflect or some sort of way to get out, and go from there. Okay, chat. Let's guess what rank Zest Drago or Reno W is, and then you're gonna tell us what rank you are afterwards. Guess it up. Guess it up. That's why Mei has a lot of value. Yeah, that's why a lot of heroes with self-sustain like tracers and ball, who rolls around for health packs, tracer for the recall, mobility. If you don't take as much damage, it opens up a lot of spacing for your supports to help your team. Silver, silver, gold. He's plat. High silver. All right, what rank are you, Rain? Let us know. Yeah, you guys can guess a number or a rank, like symbol. Like you can say bronze, you can say silver, you say gold, or you can just be like 1700 SR or whatever. The answer is you are around 1900. This was Silver Genji gameplay. There you go. There you have it. Hopefully those tips help you out. Just like, yeah, just more calculated decisions. The idea of you like being aggressive, I really like that. I really do think in ranked, being aggressive is always better than being passive at the right amount. And because you were aggressive to begin with, you know how to dial it back and recognize you're too aggressive, and then you can back it up if needed. But if you're always a passive DPS player or a passive player, you'll never know when to be aggressive because you've never tried it. I like how you're at least trying the aggression, but now this is the time to refine the aggression and be like, all right, let me take a step back here. But if you're always like 5 steps back, you don't know how to take step forwards. That makes sense? Yeah, I know. I'm a philosopher. What can I say?